Hey gang, Jcrash here to talk about Boy A. Boy A, it's a British film from a few years ago, and it was an official Sundance selection, fairly highly acclaimed in some of the indie circles, and I just had a chance to check it out. So, the story is about a young guy who just gets out of prison. He's in his early 20s, and he was convicted of murder along with another boy. They don't list their names formally. They refer to them as Boy A and Boy B, these child offenders. So they committed this murder, when they were very young, and they've spent their whole life in prison. Well, Boy B's died in prison, and he is Boy A. And he gets out, and he has to go in this kind of like a witness protection program for criminals. And he assumes a new identity, and he goes by Jack Burridge, and he has a life coach, not a parole officer, but like a life coach kind of guy, a mentor that helps him assimilate into society, or re-assimilate, I guess. And so he sets him up in Manchester, gets him a job at a warehouse, and basically this young guy has to learn how to interact in society, and he's very socially inept. He's lacking in a lot of the basic social skills. He has trouble relating to people. He's unsure what the correct behavior is in certain circumstances and certain social interactions. So he's very lacking there. He's very introverted, shy, but we get the sense that he's a good guy. He wants to rehabilitate himself. He wants to start new, and we just follow him. He makes some friends with some of the guys that he works with, and he has a little love interest with one of the girls that works in the office of the warehouse, and so he just attempts to make his way and form this new life. Well, we sort of learn a little more about his past alongside of the other characters in the story. As some of his past becomes illuminated, we see a little bit more about this character. And at first we really empathize with the character. We root for him. This is very purposefully done here by the director. The film asks you to really look at some social issues critically, whether or not young offenders can be quote-unquote rehabilitated, or are they inherently doomed? Are they inherently evil, bad people, or do they deserve a second chance? So but once we learn more about the past, we were able to view kind of both sides of the story. So pretty well done by the filmmaker there. I thought Boy A was a decent film. For the first 45 minutes or so, I was really hooked on this film, and I was into it. I just think in the end I was a bit let down by the final act, because I just thought that this really had so much potential. At first it was really on its way to being a great film, and I was watching, I was like, this is a great film, this is going to be a great film. And then it just sort of seemed to get a bit confused towards the end, and it had a little trouble in my opinion. Now I still think this is a decent film.